Good morning. I'm thinking it's about 7 a.m. Pacific time. I am Dana at thepoppins.com. I will say that. I used to live broadcast quite a bit on Periscope. I was in the Perry Girls. I'm still kind of in the Perry Girls. And it's an online kind of encouragement group if you want to do this kind of live streaming. They give you a lot of tips and tricks, and it's really helpful. And so I did that for a long time on Periscope. In fact, you can still find some of my streams. I enjoy it. I just haven't been doing it. So I'm over here on YouTube, kind of trying to build my YouTube channel. Let's be honest. I got to get to the 1,000 before I can. There's so many things you can't do anymore unless you're at 1,000. Like just basically adding links to your website in your videos, which I would love to do, or other people's websites. So, how are you guys this morning? If I'm all alone while I'm live streaming, hey, I'm okay with that. I can do that. That gives me freedom to be really ridiculous. And I do a lot of really ridiculous. Here's tea because I'm not doing coffee. It's amazing. I have restless legs. My grandmother had it. My dad might have it. I don't know. And so um, I felt like I've said before, I felt like God said, no, just stop on the coffee. And so I did. And yesterday we stopped at Wendy's and I got a caffeine free. It was caffeine free Diet Coke, which is my other favorite thing. And they at night, last night, I couldn't sleep. I don't know if there was caffeine in it or if it's a NutraSeed or what, but my legs were like, blah, get up and walk. It was crazy. So yeah, so I'm doing the caffeine free. I miss coffee though. I wanted to show you this. I finished this. That is not my favorite little baldy. I'm not, I put it on Instagram anyways. Matt Tommy says you got to create a lot of ugly before you can get to the pretty, and so you got to practice. And I'm not satisfied with it. I might redo it. I'm not satisfied with the fox. I'm not satisfied with the little baldy. There's a lot wrong with it, but I can always redo it. How do you redo something like this? Well, you just collage. I would collage a new head and a new fox and then just paint over it, and it adds layers and texture and fun. If I'm not too happy with some of these background colors, I just collage over that and build on it and build on it until I got it where I wanted. This is watercolor paper. I like journals with heavy watercolor paper because if I choose to use a lot of water media and not collaging, if it's not watercolor paper, it will do that beady, that thing that's not fun. Where the paper starts to come apart when you're just trying to paint or go over something. I wanted to show you this. I've been working on it. Remember, I should do this. This is from Michaels. It's an alterable album. It has a string that will go through here to close it that wraps around, but I took it off when I painted it. And I've been working on this more than I had intended to. But it had been a project, I had the album for almost a year and I really wanted to work on it. So I've been painting little figures to put in it. Simple little figures. Hey, good morning. And so it's just a post-bound album, but you can take the pages out, and that's what I did. I've taken the pages out and cut them and layered them, and if you can see, this is stitching because on the other side, this side is fabric. That's all fabric, and it's not finished. There'll be more here. There'll probably be a pocket or a peekaboo thing here. This is vintage paper from a vintage magazine. I had meant this hole to be down here, but I put it in upside down. It is what it is. And so here's some sari detail. All the junk journalers, we love our sari patterns and the vintageness. Some of these are like, it's got the metal thread and they're vintage. I don't know how old they are. They could be 10 years old and be vintage. And here's, a giraffe, Richard Scarry, because that's fun. I'm going to put something here. Here's the peekaboo hole. Let's see. Oh, it's coming apart a little bit at the top because I didn't get it in the post right. Here's this kid. Isn't he funny? He needs a caption. So cute. And then this will flip up and there will be something under there. And then this flips up too. And there's a pocket. People ask me all the time, how do you do that? How do you do that? How do you do that? I'm not very good at those kind of tutorials because I don't think things through. I just am doing. I don't have an overall plan other than kind of coordinating colors and happiness and joy, and it's vintage. This was a, it's not a stencil, it was an actual doily, crochet doily that I sprayed, and I'm going to put in here because now it's a nice pink. There's little Baldy. I like this one. She doesn't seem very happy, but I still like it. This page got to work. This is a, it's one of those file folder kind of inspired by Bohemian Crafting. She does so much cool stuff. This will be it's a double like slide. You can slide under here and you can slide here. Oh, triple. And then this is a pocket, still needs to be decorated. These are pockets. You flip it over here. Encouragement. These things here, oh, they're so fun, people. These are from Brave Girl. I was in the Brave Girl Academy, I think, for a while, and you get so much just, encouragement, and it's a very kind of spiritual, find the best you kind of thing. So these are pockets. And then it flips over. Oh, it's huge. It's 12 by 12. Flips over here. This isn't done, but this one opens too. I didn't mean to do. I wasn't planning on doing. Where does it open? It does open. It's magnetized, and so I don't know where it opens at. There we go. More Richard Scary. So this is just going to be a happy book, I think, kind of a journal. It is a journal because it's going to be, just happy. And there you go. So I've been working a lot on that. That has kind of been, I get obsessive about projects and I get so excited and I want to fit them. If you're commenting, because of the way my phone is, I can't see your comment, but I thank you for talking to me. I'm going to go back and look at everything you're saying. I can't really see who's here either, but I know somebody's here now. So that's that. That's my album that I've been working on my staycation. I have so many other things I want to do. This is the last week. I have, 5 more days? And I need to get stuff done. And I wanted to open this. This is from Creative Embellishments. They are a great, reasonably priced company that does chipboard cutouts. And I'll show you some of the things I got. They were on sale even, these were, and so, And I need them when you, I guess my biggest tip is when you want to do a project, sometimes you want a project with a lot of elements, and so you need to gather your elements. And maybe you're just dreaming of doing the project, but it takes a long time. You have to take time to gather the right elements, like, children's book pages or different things, so that you can have them at the time you want to do the project. And so I want to be doing some steampunk projects. I have a bunch of ideas for that, and so I'm gathering my elements. So I got some little chipboard gears. These alter just fantastic. I'm going to show you the mask that they have all different sizes and a lot of variety in shapes, which is awesome. This one's a secret I'm not going to show you. You have to tune in later to the project. These kind of things, they just have a massive variety. Look, and then I got little ones and I got bigger ones. And they actually have ones even bigger than this. But I didn't get a lot of those. Oh yeah, here they are. I got 2 packages of these. They're just wonderful. So I'm going to be doing some steampunk projects, and I needed to gather more elements. And last month when we had when I had a little extra happy money, I bought some things. It's easier to gather, take time, months to gather the things. It costs less, it's wiser for a big project, and I'll show you. So this is the first steampunk mask I ever made. It's one of my favorites. I need to re-glue it, which is why it's out. So it's got a hard shell mask, and then the goggles, and then you have to find the leather straps, which I recycled from a purse. And then here are, these are chipboard. But you need to find these metal elements too. I use a lot of mechanicals. If they ever stop making them, I'm going to just absolutely fall apart. So we'll try it on. So I want to make another mask, and a mask to sell, hopefully. And I want to make a box, and there's just, I love steampunk. So I go from that bright color to the dingy old looking just seamlessly. It's just one of my favorite things, right? It's, I can't limit my stuff. I just, you know, I can't just stay with the painting of the characters and the, you know, the cute characters. I have to do other things. It keeps me, and that's, you know, I can do work on one project and let it dry, go to the other project, work on it, let it dry. You know, it takes time for these things to dry, and it's better if they air dry. So what else did I want to tell you? Okay, this week, I don't know if you know, I have written a couple children's stories. And I'm going to have a friend read one on Wednesday. And I'm going to read one that I hope to get published someday. That is my favorite. The first one is but the second one is really my heart story. And I have other stories planned. I just haven't sat down and written them. I'm going to do that on Wednesday. And then also I'll probably share, hopefully if I get it finished, the wordless book that I've been working on. People ask me all the time, oh, you should illustrate something. So I thought, okay, I'll illustrate something. It's a really simple story. It's based on the movie The Red Balloon. Have you ever seen that? It's based on the movie The Red Balloon, and but with my characters. And so I guess it's fan art. I don't know what it would be, but I'm hoping to put it together in a mini book and be able to sell that. Don't we all need to make more money so we can buy more stuff? I need to support my habits. I don't have a gambling habit. I don't have a coffee habit anymore. This is tea. I do have a bit of sugar habit, but I can go to the dollar store for that. But I gotta support my habit. So I need to make stuff to sell and not just give it all away. What else did I want to tell you? Oh, okay, this is funny. So y'all know I'm a Christian, right? I gotta tell you this because my kids think it's dorky and they don't. I had a dream yesterday and I woke up and thought, this is gonna make the most amazing story, okay? I used to be a nanny, and so I had a dream, and it was me, but it wasn't me. Have you ever dreamt that before? I had a dream that I was on a nanny job, and there was this invasion, like a zombie invasion, only it was werewolves and vampires. And these two vampires, this werewolf comes in, and these two women, and this werewolf is just beautiful, and I'm like, oh, what a beautiful puppy. You know, I'm just like, it's this huge wolf in his teeth, and I'm like, oh, I've always wanted to see one of these. And the vampire's like, well, maybe you will become one or something, I don't know. And so she's like, I'm cornered, I can't get out, and I know they're gonna bite me, and I'm like, I'm probably gonna die in the dream, right? But she's like, I'm gonna turn you into a vampire, and I'm like, well, how much will I change? Will my hair color change? Can I have pink hair? Can I suddenly be skinny and 5 inches taller and walk in stilettos? And she's like, no, but you'll have a glamour that will make people think you look like that, but you'll still be you. And I'm like, well, if I'm still me and I have Jesus in me, you're gonna bite me and I'm still gonna have Jesus. So, okay, whatever. So she bite me. I become this Jesus vampire. And they can't control me because I got Jesus in me. And I run around. I hope you're laughing with me. I escape them, or I don't know if I defeat them or whatever. I incapacitate them, and I realize that this invasion is controlled by this witchcraft thing, you know, kind of Ghostbusters at the top of the buildings. There's people doing spells, and so I go and I attack the monsters and I break their spells, and I go and then I encounter this group of, you know, kind of like good guy hunters, and they're like, what? And they try to kill me, and I'm like, stop it. And they're like, what are you? And I'm like, I got Jesus in me. What? I thought you guys people were supposed to know Jesus to be able to defeat the vampires. Let me school you on what it's like to have Jesus in you. So I go and I help them go in this other area where these spells are being cast, and there's a demon there. And the demon ends up, you know, I couldn't tell other than the eyes, and I'm like, what's wrong with your eyes? And the demon, well, I'm a demon. I'm like, oh, well, you're in that person. Oh, you shouldn't be there. I can't do that. You need to go. And he's like, what? And I'm like, you need to go right now in the name of Jesus. And so the demon has to go because I got Jesus in me. Oh, it was a wonderful dream. I thought I should write a book. I thought, this would be a great book for 10-year-old Christians, wouldn't it? My kids were like, Mom, that's so awful. No. Oh, yeah. And my other great story idea, you know, all the dance movies that came out in the 90s and stuff, is Stepping Up and all that. My other great idea was to have a national sign tossing competition. You know, the guys who do the pizza things, and some of them are really good. They got the sign and they're tossing it around and flipping it, and they're doing the crazy stuff. So I thought, there could be these two kids, and this one, and he's in the national sign tossing competition, and he needs to go. He's trying to raise money to go, and it's the guy, the dude, and he's really good, and the girl sees him, and somehow they get to. That was a dream too, actually. So some Christians have these wonderful, marvelous dreams where God is talking to them. I'm pretty sure that my Jesus vampire dream wasn't God talking to me. It was awesome, though. So I wanted to share that. I hope that made you laugh on a non-craft event. What else did I want to share? I think that's all I got for today. So yeah, check out. Hello again. Hey, Joy. So check out on Wednesday story time, and also on my Facebook page. So if you haven't followed, there should be a link here. I'm going to be doing my you know, I'm a professional nanny for 20 years and I have 4 kids, so I'm going to do my unsolicited parenting advice on Facebook. Not here, but on Facebook. So I don't know. I'm going to be direct, I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to be hopefully hilarious too, but because I'm not afraid to talk about, you know, the real stuff. So, I mean, come on, I'm a Jesus vampire. You gotta watch it. If you didn't hear that story, you gotta watch it. What else? That's all I got, people. Yeah. That's all I got for now. I'm going to go work on stuff. I'm going to change into a pink shirt because this is going to get painty really quick. Did you see I wore makeup for you this morning? Can you tell? Does it make me look 10 years younger? I need a Snapchat filter. Oh, God bless you people. Thank you so much for joining me on my staycation.